Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 22 of middle grade March. Welcome to a dreary day in southern Minnesota. It is rainy and like spitty almost. Very foggy. I wish I was curled up by my fireplace reading a book all day. But it's Wednesday, which means a full day at church. We start off the morning with Bible study. We've got staff meeting during the day. We've got our kids after school programming. We've got church. And I sing tonight. I lead our Lenten service tonight. So it will be a busy day. As far as reading goes, I started Chains last night. I got two chapters in, and I need to vox Krista to tell her my thoughts on those first two chapters. It's good. It's hooking me in with the first two chapters, so that's great. I think I said last night I got to about 80% of The Secret Garden, so if I get any chance to listen to a book today, that will be my listen, because I think I have like 40 minutes left of the audiobook, so I'd love to finish that book today. I didn't have time to eat breakfast this morning. I also didn't have any cereal. We're out of cereal, which is a travesty. But I got a donut from Quick Trip, so that would be my breakfast. I also have some yogurt and a pear, so not just a donut for breakfast. Anyway, that's the start of the day. I will talk to you later when I have something more exciting to share. Hi, everyone. I'm here with a very weird setup, but my husband showed me this hack on how to cut a ripe pear, and I wanted to show you. So sorry, I have a knife, but I've only ever tried it once myself, and it didn't really work out so good. So you have to see if it works out for me this time. You just cut straight up and down, right next to the core. Give it a little trimming. This is a really good angle. Okay, I promise I'm sane. And you turn it, and I'll show you how the top view looks. But oh, this is gonna be so good. We got this box of pears, and like a bulk box of pears, apples, and oranges. Oh yeah, it was gonna be great. Okay, so Casey, cut a square around the core, and then you just push it, and it just comes out. And then you can eat this whole hunk of pear. So I'm having a pear for lunch, obviously, you can't tell. And that's my little tutorial on how to core a pear. I'm sure people know this, but I thought it was cool. So I think I've perfected Furlies by Ludwig van Beethoven. Let's see if it works to play it in here. Also, when I say perfect, I mean, I would play that for some people somewhere, maybe. Obviously, the page turns aren't perfect. I need to maybe make copies so that it could just be straight across the piano. But the next one I plan on working on is by Mozart, and it is called Sonata. Sonata in C. You probably would recognize it. Here, let me Set you down. Mabel decided she needed to floss. Mabel, don't put... Uh-oh. Mabel. Uh-oh. That's not where the flosser's supposed to go. Yeah, uh-oh. Say uh-oh.
M-A-O-E-O.
What does that spell?
Milk.
What? Mabel?
Watch this movie.
No, don't step on that. Hi, Mabel.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, Mabel. Mabel, can you walk to me? Mabel, not you, Barrett. Mabel.
Show me how you throw it to Mabel. She's ready. She's ready. Get it, Mabel, get it.
Wowie, everybody. It's been a day, and I haven't talked to you all day. Sorry about that. It is 9:10 at night. Let's see. What happened in the day? Wednesdays at work are just super busy, like I said. It's always fun to see kids, though, at church. That's fun. Let's see. We were home for probably 30 minutes and then went back to church for worship. I helped lead our Lenten worship. Willie spent time with the kids in the nursery. I think there were some clips of that, so that's good. We had soup supper at church afterward. Willie had to help direct the bell choir for a bit because he's directing a piece for them on Sunday at church, so he had to practice with them. And then my night just kind of, well, a lady made a snide remark about my son running around at church, which, yeah, I know my child shouldn't be running around at church, but I'm doing what I can and trying to eat food, get food into them, and yeah, so that just didn't make me feel great. I already feel like my kids are crazy and don't behave well at church. I mean, what kid does? So at least I'm bringing my kids, right? At least I'm doing that. Yeah, so I felt a little bummed after that. Anyway, we came home, got the kids to bed, late bedtime, for Mabel especially. She didn't go down until 7:30, and then Theo was down around 8. Then I recorded my Deck of TBR game for April, and it turned out really good, you guys. Stay tuned for that one. It's coming out on Sunday, so that should be good. I'm not going to give you any hints, but it was good. It didn't do me dirty like my March Deck of TBR game did. The cards were more in my favor this time, so that's good. And now, I did tune in a little bit to the Middle Grade March live chat. It's always fun to check in and see what those ladies are reading. Now, I'm going to finish The Secret Garden. I think I'm at 90% of the way through, so I want to get a book complete today. Then I'll probably update Krista on Boxer about where I am in Chains. Then I'll go to bed because it's already 9:15. I finished The Secret Garden. I really, really, really liked it. I mean, throughout the whole thing, I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, is this going to be good? I can't tell. But then the last 2 chapters wrapped up really, really beautifully. I loved the healing that was done by the dad, which I wasn't expecting his side of the story of it, but the dad of Colin, I should say. I haven't said anything about what The Secret Garden is about, but you probably know, right? This one is about Mary Lennox. She gets brought from her home in India, where both her parents have died from cholera, and goes to live with her uncle. Can't remember his name, but her uncle is the dad of Colin, who she befriends. Her and Colin and, why can't I think of his his name? Dickon, there it is. They become best of friends and rebuild this garden that was dying. And the garden blooming and regrowing is just a good juxtaposition with the growth and healing of both Mary and Colin. They were both kind of sickly children, and being outside and digging in the dirt and running really helped them grow and heal. And anyway, so it just wraps up so sweetly with the healing of both Colin and Mary, and then Colin's dad kind of coming out of this depression and becoming reinvigorated with his love for his son and wanting to be a father. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. I can't decide if I'm going to give it 4 or 5 stars. My Goodreads says that when I first read this, I gave it 4 stars. Well, I didn't have a Goodreads at that point, but when I started my Goodreads, I gave it a 4 stars. I don't know. I can't decide. I'm not going to decide tonight. I feel like there's something on my camera. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. My camera was foggy. Sorry about that. Anyway, while I listened, I did some cross-stitching. I finished the eyeballs of this little red guy. His eyeballs look wonky. I think that's right. One's supposed to be bigger than the other. And then I started the eyeballs with this orange guy. So, eyeballs galore. Well, I finished Secret Garden. And then I was on Krista's live show with all the middle grade March ladies, and someone said that the audiobook for Chains is really good. So I went back and started Chains from the beginning. Let me get the book as a prop. I started Chains from the beginning. I'd already read the first 2 chapters. I started it with the audio, and it's Bonnie Turpin reading it. And I don't know what Bonnie Turpin narrated that was like, oh, I love her. But I love her. And I'm excited to possibly listen to this one. I know, Krista, you said you were going to read it physically, but I think you're a much faster reader than me. And so for me to keep up with you, I think I might be listening to it while also following along, because it's fun to just kind of, hold a book, right? Isn't that what we do as readers? Okay, I'm rambling. I'm going to go get ready for bed and read some more, and then maybe update you once more. We'll see. Okay, 2 things before I go to bed. First, I remembered the book that Bonnie Turpin narrated that I loved so much, The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. So, loved her as a narrator there, and love her as a narrator for Chains. Oops. Chains. Anyway, Chains is about 2 young girls, they're sisters, and Isabel and Ruth are their names, and their owner has just died, and it seems like their owner cared for them, took good care of them too, and didn't really treat them as slaves. But now that she has died, they are... Oh, and she gave them their freedom in her will, but nobody believes that. So her nephew has now taken ownership of them and decides to sell them, and that's what happens in the first few chapters. I'm about 40 pages through and really enjoying it. Listening to it because it's narrated by Bonnie Turpin, but also I think I'm really gonna like Isabel as a main character. She seems very brave, and yeah, so this should be a good one to listen to the next couple of days. Anyway, that's the day. Thanks for joining me, us, I mean, my family, I guess, as we went throughout the day. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Again, you're the best. We'll talk soon. Bye.